And we are live, man. It's your boy Keith from S.E.T Media. Got a quick live for y'all before I head to the gym. Women being held accountable for their actions. Let's get right into it, goddammit.
These moms thought they were on a dream vacation in paradise until it turned into the holiday from hell.
I ran and I was screaming.
Amber Shear and her best friend Dongela Dobson were on a mom's getaway, taking a carnival cruise to the Bahamas.
No kids, no men, just us. Like we're back at 4-H camp.
That's where we met, 4-H camp in 4th grade.
The two moms say they were having a great time until the last day of their vacation. That's when they left the cruise ship and went ashore. They say they were looking for seashells on the beach when a staff member from the resort offered them a 2-for-1 drink special, which they accepted. Then another staff member said he could guide them to where the best shells were located.
It was the worst decision we've ever made.
We noticed like we're starting to feel these drinks pretty strongly.
Do you think those drinks were drugged?
Oh, most certainly.
They absolutely were drugged.
The friends tell me they have only limited memories of what happened next.
I came to being raped by my assailant.
I remember being pushed down. I vaguely remember the guy's face and the facial hair.
The moms say they were both left covered in bruises and tested positive for the presence of sedatives and other drugs back on the ship. The mom's ordeal comes less than 2 weeks after the U.S. State Department issued a Level 2 advisory warning American tourists to exercise increased caution in the Bahamas due to crime. 18 people were slain just in January, most victims of gang warfare. Were you aware of the State Department travel warning for tourists?
No, after we left the infirmary back to our rooms, after we have done full kits, that's when our family notified us.
Nicholas Gerson is their attorney.
The law requires cruise lines to warn about dangerous conditions that they know or should have known about.
Bahamian police say they have arrested 2 suspects.
Carnival says they routinely share guidance to guests about keeping safe while on shore, adding that they are cooperating with the Bahamian police. in the investigation.
If you think about it, this story doesn't even really make sense. So you was just innocently picking up seashells on the seashore, and these two Bahamian savages came out of nowhere, and out of all the women on the island, they decided to victimize you and another middle-aged mom from Kentucky. It doesn't even really make sense if you think about it. And it's crazy to me that these news companies, and we see this time and time again, these news companies will run these stories based on no evidence outside of two women crying about something that may have happened. So they blasted the Carnival Cruise Company, and they completely humiliated these two guys, dragging them to jail in front of their parents, in front of their neighbors, in front of their communities, all based on lies. Cheat on your husband, but then you felt so guilty about it that you internalized the lie to make yourself seem like the victim. And this comes from the feminist mentality that women are always victims in interactions with men, even if they consent to it, even if it's their decision. It's gotten so bad that there are certain colleges in America where women can retroactively withdraw consent now. That means up until a week after a sexual interaction they have with another classmate, they can retroactively withdraw consent, and that male classmate could get
All right, back jumping. I'm sorry. I had a little technical difficulties. But here on S.E.T Key Media, we do try and tell the young men out here to make sure you're being vigilant as well, because like he just said, they got retroactive consent, meaning y'all could have hooked up last week and I don't know, you ain't text her back, you ain't make her feel good about herself afterwards, and now she's over here reporting you to campus police and saying that she don't remember, and yeah, now you got a case on your hands, young fellas. So make sure y'all over here, as the dudes, being vigilant too, making sure y'all keeping an eye out for shit like that.
Get in trouble for something that she consented to.
You guys, this is crazy. I made a video last night about these two moms from Kentucky who were on a Carnival cruise and made a stop at Grand Bahama, and apparently two of the staff members there slipped some DRUGs into their drinks and then S.A.'d them. Well, the resort and the cruise line is saying that their story is completely wrong and that they made this whole thing up. So the resort is called Pirates Cove, and they have 16 cameras around the resort, and it basically captured everything. And this account on the Book of Faces has a video that's just full of information. But basically, they...
Okay. Shout out TikTok, man. I don't really get on TikTok a lot. I hate that it just... I feel like people spend too much time on TikTok. Don't get me started. That's a whole another conversation. But they do be having some people on there who do the fucking internet sleuthing. God damn it. Too much time on their hands. Too much available free time on their hands, and they go through the depths of the internet to find the receipts, so to speak, on a lot of this shit that be going on. I could never, but shout out them, because it's good entertainment. It's good content.
He said upon further review of their surveillance videos, the allegations made on site and in subsequent social media posts and news stories conflict with what the time-stamped surveillance videos contain. As such, the lengthy videos of...
So you mean to tell me these hoes was lying? Lying on two Bahamian men. Two innocent Bahamian black men. God damn it. We hate to goddamn see this shit. But hey, are we surprised? They like I said, like he just said, retroactive consent. They do what they do. Got a little bit of buyer's remorse afterwards, and to absolve themselves of any guilt, now they got to make a story or make up a scenario about what happened and how they didn't consent and how the dude coerced them. And yeah, we done seen it countless times. It ain't no different.
All concerned have been handed over to the local police and will be shared with our industry partners as needed. And then the resort goes on to say that the two guys were terminated, but because they violated the zero tolerance policy. So here's a timeline according to their footage. The girls entered the property at 8:17 in the morning. They were greeted by staff at 8:24. Then at 9:40, one of the girls met with one of the guys who's being accused. Then at 10:06, you can see them, looks like they're walking arm in arm with these two guys. They were headed towards the western side of the beach where the alleged incident took place. Now check out this video and then listen to what they have to say about it.
Refused to let us see a U.S. physician or a carnival physician
refused to let us have a rape kit done immediately, made us go to the bathroom,
guys, they wouldn't even give us a rape kit.
They got them white women tears. Yeah, before y'all get hit in your feels, before you get hit in your feels, cause I know the white women tears, it just gets us all there. We just feel so hurt right along with them. We just, man, I know, right? Before y'all get hit in y'all feelings, keep watching.
After we had been, they refused. They made us go to the bathroom and use toilet tissue, and they collected toilet tissue as their specimens.
And then they did an alcohol test on us like we were just super drunk. We had hardly any alcohol in our system at all.
Well, the resort says that their EMS offered medical assistance to both of the girls, but they declined and even signed a waiver. And then they left for the cruise ship in a private vehicle. But knowing the gravity of the incident, their officers boarded the cruise ship, providing an SA kit and hospital form to the ship's medical doctor. So that's completely different than what the girls are saying. And just to throw in there, there is now a GoFundMe.
Jesus Christ. Hey, man, I swear, if you see a GoFundMe after some shit like this, you can best believe that their angle is money. Best believe it. Best fucking believe it. I don't know about y'all, but I think that if I was to be sexually assaulted as a female, couldn't nothing make me feel better but justice. Bringing those two dudes to justice. Making sure they go through the court judicial process and get locked up if that's what's decided needs to be done. But me getting a little cake, me getting a little cheese from me getting sexually SA'd, I'm sorry. Me getting a little money from that's not going to take none of the pain away. Me knowing that they can't do that to nobody else and that they're actually going to have to pay for their actions through solitary confinement, prison, whatever. That would make me feel safe. That would make me feel like something was actually done. If I get some money, then all I really wanted was some fucking money. Let's be honest.
With a $10,000 goal. Apparently, it's to help raise money for medications that they need that help prevent certain diseases. Sure. I don't know. But anyway, what do you guys think?
If you are Caribbean or you ever been to the Caribbean, you already know what it is. I was just with my wife in Jamaica in January. It wasn't nothing but single women who maxed out their credit card and they see them dudes up there gyrating with all the muscles and that baby oil on their body. And after 4 shots, they want to eat sausage. And that's fine. If you a grown adult, do what you want to do. But then don't try to play the victim when you make a bad decision.
We not going to pretend like sex tourism doesn't exist in these countries for men too. You go to Jamaica, you go to Bahamas, yeah, it's dudes over there on the beach who are locals who just take really good care of their body, keep in good shape year round, because they know in the summer and the tourist months when y'all come over here, you horny divorcees, you single wives, you single moms, all y'all coming over, like he said, after 4 sexes on the beach, after 4 margaritas, y'all ready to drop panties and do it all. So yeah, this seems like the same kind of story, the same kind of case, and they were just, I don't know, they probably thought they were smarter than the shit that happened to them and retroactively try to go back and say, oh man, we could go and do this and make sure they pay. Maybe we can get paid out of this. But in reality, they just got caught up in the moment. They was in Bahamas having fun in the sun. And I ain't just talking about catching a tan, if you know what I'm saying.
How did I know nothing about that? You're watching never-before-aired video of Juanetta Gibson and Brian Banks in the minutes before her stunning confession that she lied when she said the high school football star raped her 10 years ago.
This camera right here was in a plant.
This is the man who helped Banks get the now famous confession on hidden camera. Private investigator Freddie Parrish.
There's only one chance to get the goods. I mean, you got to make it right the first time.
Parrish's son played football with Brian Banks at Long Beach Polytechnic High in 2002, the time Juanetta Gibson made her false rape accusation. Gibson's family got $1.5 million settlement.
Got about 13 of y'all in here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're liking what you're seeing, man. We need more of this content pushing the algorithm. Should women be held responsible for their actions, accountable for their actions? We got 2 women who were just covered on here, went to the Bahamas, had some fun in the sun with some Bahamian men, tried to go back and say that they were SA'd, pulled the footage and they was just having a good time. Didn't like how they was done afterwards and felt like they had to lie. Now we about to cover black women who apparently lied on a high school football star and cost him his career. Millions of dollars potentially.
And Banks got 5 years in prison and 5 more on parole, shackled with an ankle monitor.
Damn. So I know I'm not behind bars and I know I'm not locked up right now, but I'm still very much incarcerated.
Then last year, Brian Banks got a Facebook friend request from Juanetta Gibson.
Mr. Banks called my son, Freddie, and asked him, what should I do? My son naturally says, hey, you got to call my dad. He'll help you with this. Once I was able to read the case.
So this bitch, oh man. And I don't even like calling women that. But this bitch got the nigga locked up. He did 5, had 5 years of parole. And she felt so goddamn bold after doing that to him, fucking his life up, costing him money, costing him opportunities, slandering his name. She felt so goddamn bold, had no just consciousness, felt bold enough to hit this nigga up on Facebook like on some hey big head shit. Like, bro, are you fucking serious?
There was no doubt in my mind that this
hey
young
big
man was
head,
innocent.
how you been?
Parrish devised a plan to clear Brian Banks' name. He wired his office.
We had a pin like this
with hidden cameras
sitting in this pin holder,
and with microphones.
We had put the audio device in that tree right there behind you. We saw him.
The private eye suggested Banks first invite Gibson to his office for a friendly chat about their past. Brian Banks asks Gibson for help in clearing his name.
I will go through with helping you,
but she's afraid of losing all that money from her settlement.
All that money.
Oh shit. Bro, hell nah. She literally... This is an evil person right here. She ruined this man's life. And all she can think about is the money that she earned from doing so. Not vindicating this man, not potentially helping him get back some of the shit he's lost or helping him get on with the rest of his life, because some of the shit he lost he'll never get back. The athleticism, the youth. He ain't going to the NFL. He ain't going to the NBA no more. But maybe if he can clear his name, he could at least live with clear conscience, or people ain't looking at him like he's some type of predator. But this bitch, the first thing she could think of was the money that she gained and earned from lying on this nigga 10 years ago. It's an evil person.
Son. Gave me. I don't want to have to pay it back all that, because that will take a long time.
Now comes the
They probably gave her, bro, I'll be honest, that probably made her a millionaire. I'll be honest, that probably made her a millionaire. Because them settlements for that type of shit, for whatever reason, they're large sums of money. She ain't just getting no 50K, y'all. She ain't just getting no 100K. That settlement that she gained from getting S.E.T from old boy, it was probably 7 figures, y'all. 7 figures.
Part. Banks had to convince Gibson to come back the next day and talk to the private eye who was helping free him.
I needed to get her to basically recant everything that she said.
And I'll be honest, old girl, they probably in their 30s or 40s. She don't look too bad. She probably was a bad little thing back in the day, but that don't excuse shit. And it be the girls that look good that think they can get away with this type of shit. Oh, you ain't gonna do this to me. Do you know who I am? I'm so and so. I'm the baddest in this. I'm the baddest in the school. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you. Yeah, it was some spiteful, vindictive shit. And she's still holding on to the same spiteful, vindictive energy by not wanting to clear this man's name. Oh, well, I'd have to give the money back, and that would take a long. Bitch, you lied. Pay this shit back.
Said that Brian did 10 years ago. If I let this man down, I would have to live with that the rest of my life.
The mood in the room was light, but investigator Parrish's questioning got heavy.
When did you lose virginity? Was it after him, before him? After.
Now the big question.
Did he hurt you? No, he did not hurt you. Did he kidnap you?
When she said those things, what did you say to yourself?
Wow.
She came right out and said it. She thinks she's scot-free. I already got the money. It's 10 years later. Hey, buddy, high-fiving. This bitch is sick. This bitch is sick. She done went on with her life, was able to freely go about. She ain't in prison. So all the things you could do in the free world that you can't do in prison, she was able to do and he wasn't. Plus $1 million. So she probably didn't had a good quality of life while this man done sat behind bars, had to live in there. His family had to live that reality with him. Like I said, all the type of opportunities taken from him. That's some shit he'll never get back while this bitch was out here living her life. And all she can say is, hey, buddy, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, well, I would, but, you know, I'd have to pay that money back, and it would take forever. That would just be so hard on me. That would be so tough on me. I mean, but I'm sorry though. My bad. No, he didn't do that. No, but I just the money. Man, you don't understand. I got an addiction to Louis. I got a retail addiction now, and if I gave some of this money back, I wouldn't be able to scratch my itch.
I got it.
It was the key evidence that Banks' lawyers from the California
Gotcha.
Innocence Project needed to go back to court, and that undercover video got Brian Banks' rape conviction thrown out.
So after this man got humiliated in front of his family, lost all chances of him going into the NFL, got 5 years in prison and another 5 years on parole, guess what her punishment was? Nothing. She actually got awarded $1.5 million that she never had.
I fucking told you, and I ain't even seen this fucking video. This is a raw reaction for y'all. $1.5 million, damn near $2 fucking million just off of her saying that he S.A.'d her. Lived a good fucking life for the past 10 years while he was in prison, while he had to deal with these allegations on his name. If this don't tell y'all and show y'all the power that women have, just from them being able to say that you did this or did that to them and not really having any supporting evidence or fact, because if maybe I have to look into this case now, because I do wonder now if a grape kit was done and what actual investigation and research was done into her accusations, because I do feel like that was something that could have been proved without her just coming out and saying like, yeah, I actually did lie. But regardless of all that, this should show y'all, amongst the countless other cases of shit we've seen, this should show y'all the power women have in ruining your goddamn life. So vet these women smartly. And women, if you out there, our content is not targeting y'all. It's not to place blame on y'all. It's just to raise awareness for some of the women and the mentality that some of them hold, and how they will selfishly go about ruining your life just to make themselves look better, just for a quick buck sometimes, just for clout. We've seen it, man. We've seen it all. And this is just to raise awareness. We appreciate women, as we know it's not all of y'all. But yeah, we definitely need to raise awareness on the ones that are out here doing fuck shit like this.
Had to pay back. That's nasty work. That's diabolical. These laws got to change on this kind of
We
stuff,
got
because
almost
the
20
women
y'all
who
in
create
here,
these
man.
false accusations actually get
sure to
protected.
like
Their
and
image and
comment
likelihood
if
gets
you like what
hidden
you
from the
see.
media, but the guys who they falsely accuse before we even know if they really even did anything get blasted all over the media and they get humiliated. At the very least, I think the women should get blasted just like the guys got blasted, and I think they should go on a list of false accusers. I think they should have a false accusers list. Not only that, but they got to...
Facts. Just like that man was probably vilified in his hometown even after he got out of prison. Oh, you old boy. Oh, football. So he was supposed to go to the NFL, but you to old girl. Ah, man, that sucks, bro. You're a sicko. You're a pervert. You're a predator. Yeah, he had to live with that shit. I'm telling y'all, it's a fact. Y'all know how many dudes is out here with false accusations, never got proven innocent. And they still have to walk around their respective town, their respective home city with those allegations those allegations placed on them, and everybody that they meet or everybody that they encounter, or everybody that knows them in the case, they just assume, yeah, he already lost the court of public opinion, so everybody in his city thinks he is that, even though she was lying the whole fucking time.
Pay some kind of retribution, whether that be money or whether that be spending time in jail, because to lock a man up and take time from his life and to humiliate him in front of his community should just not be acceptable. But I guess it is in these situations. Let me know in the comments below if this video was a W or L, and give me the HBO special as a help brother out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Till next time.
I want to hear what y'all think on that, man, because that is definitely some shit that we have seen countless times, and it is sad. It is very sad to know that there are people, and this is grouping us all together. This isn't separating and targeting women per se or men per se. It is just very sickening to know that there are people out there who are that selfish, who would take something of yours, ruin your life just for, like I said, a quick buck, some clout. Not to look as bad, like, oh, well, that kind of makes me look like a hoe, so let me go back and make him look like he's just a predator. Like, make him look like he's a terrible person instead of just me taking that small hit and kind of looking like I'm a little bit fast. I'm a little bit, little bit horny, a little bit open. Like it's not anything new. We've seen this countless times. Like that's what makes it all more sickening, is because they will continue to get away with this. This just kind of reinforces to women who are of that mindset, like, oh yeah, they ain't came up with no law. They done made so many laws to be more strict on the sexual aggressors, but they've made no laws to reprimand the women or whoever for making false accusations. So that just reinforces to the people who are of that mindset that they can continue to do the shit. Because ain't nobody coming against them and saying like, oh, okay, well, if y'all gonna lie about this shit, y'all gonna be put on the list. Yeah, you lied about so-and-so, so y'all on the list. Or now y'all can't get certain jobs because you're a liar, because you're dishonest. So I think that that's something that should be looked at, maybe put in the legislation for real, because people just gonna continue to do it until something is done about it. But that is my soapbox, man. I just wanted to get on here, do a quick live with y'all, hang out with y'all for a little bit, man. We had almost 30 of y'all in here at one point. So appreciate y'all tuning in. If y'all like that content, again, it was just a quick little live. We definitely do longer form content. We'll be back live later. So make sure to subscribe so you can be informed on when we are posting our content. And yeah, let me know what y'all think on that. It's been Key from S.E.T Media, man. I'm going to go ahead and tune out.